Hare Krishna. So, welcoming all for the Srimad Bhagavatam class, and I request devotees to give a pause to your japa. I understand chanting from the morning and then continuing is something which we would like to do, but give me a second. Hare Krishna. Sorry for the disturbance. Yes, I was mentioning that please give a small pause to your japa, and when we hear Srimad Bhagavatam class, it will give more interest for us to chant our rounds. And I will complete the Srimad Bhagavatam class within the stipulated timeline. So we will have a very small kirtan, and after kirtan, we can start with the class. I request one devotee to be ready to be my chorus for reciting the shloka. जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन जमुना तीरा वनचारी जमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल. जय श्री श्री राधा माधव की जय, श्री भगवान की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, पतित पावन गुरु महाराज की जय. And I am sharing my screen. So I hope my screen is visible. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.7.25.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you for confirming, Prabhu. So, anybody who can be my chorus? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.7.25. तथायं चावतारस्ते भुवो भारजिहीर्षया स्वानां चान्य भावान् मनु स्वानां चान्य भावानाम् अनुध्यान चास्कृता अनुध्यानाय चास्कृता. So word by word meaning. Tatha, thus, I am this, cha, and avrataha, incarnation, te, your, bhuva, of the material world, bhara, burden, jiri, shaya, for removing, swanam, of the friends, cha, ananya bhavanam, and of the exclusive devotees, anudhyaya naya, for remembering repeatedly, cha, and ashakrit, fully satisfied. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thus, you descend as an incarnation to remove the burden of the world and to benefit your friends, especially those who are your exclusive devotees and are constantly wrapped in meditation upon you. Purport. It appears that Lord is partial to his devotees. Everyone is related with the Lord. He is equal to everyone, and yet he is more inclined to his own men and devotees. The Lord is everyone's father. No one can be his father, and yet no one can be his son. His devotees are his kinsmen, and his devotees are his relations. This is his transcendental pastime. It has nothing to do with mundane ideas of relations, fatherhood, or anything like that. As mentioned above, the Lord is above the modes of material nature, and thus there is nothing mundane about his kinsmen and relation in devotional service. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapati Kamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Shah Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Radhuna Tanvitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतम सावधूतम परिजन सहित कृष्ण चैतन्य देवम श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगन ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितम श्री हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता श्री राधा कांता नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चातदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखम करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्री गुरुदीनतारणं परमानंद माधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरम हरे कृष्णा just give me a second. Yes. So can anybody tell me what are we discussing? Who is speaking here and to whom are they speaking? Somebody is telling that you descend as an incarnation to remove the burden of the world. Who is saying this? Anyone? Okay. Because we have been hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from quite a few times. I mean, this is a topic which we are hearing. So that is why that question was there. Okay. And at least can somebody tell me it is spoken about whom? Whom are we speaking about? Hare Krishna. Good morning. All right. Yes, yes, माता जी. कौन बोल रहा है और किसको बोल रहा है? Okay, no problem. So the topic is here, son of Drona, which is Ashwathama. He is getting punished, and that is the topic all about. And in the previous class, we have heard that the son of Dronacharya, Ashwathama, he had, he is on the verge of releasing Brahmastra. And when Brahmastra is, he is trying to release Brahmastra. So that is a very powerful weapon. It is like the atomic weapon which we have, the atom bomb which we have now. So it was very, very much more powerful than that atom bomb which we have, which can destroy the cities and countries. So that particular Brahmastra, the power or it was so much of fire, tej, which was coming out of, since Ashwathama was on the verge of releasing the Brahmastra. So Arjuna, what he did, he did not panic at this situation. He was worried, but what he did, he started, he immediately took the shelter of the Lord. And that is the beauty of the, the devotees of the Lord. They're always taking the shelter because, see, Arjuna was very powerful, a very good, archery. He had mastered the archery. He could have tried his own task, but he did the first thing, what he did was taking shelter of the Supreme Lord. He glorified the Supreme Lord, and then he came to this point that, what is happening. So here also we see Arjuna is mentioning to Lord Krishna. So Arjuna is speaking and he is speaking about Lord Krishna. So Arjuna is saying, you descend as an incarnation to remove the burden of the world and to benefit your friends, especially those who are your exclusive devotees and are constantly wrapped in meditation upon you. So this is a very important point to understand, that why Krishna is coming, and this is also somewhere mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Can somebody tell me in which shloka this point is explained, that what is the purpose of Lord coming and what he does when he comes, and what are his activities?
प्रभुजी परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे.
Hari Om. Thank you, Mataji. Wonderful. You are right on spot. So very well said, Mataji, that yes, Krishna, it is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, yada yada hi dharmasya. So here also you see Arjuna is telling the same thing, that you are coming to remove the burden of the earth. Have you heard this saying, dharti ka boj? In Hindi they say, normally parents, they will scold their children. They say, अरे क्या धरती का बोझ हो गया है क्या? कुछ करता नहीं है. So धरती का बोझ मतलब कि you don't do anything. You are good for nothing. So the Mother Earth is not, feeling the burden when somebody is not studying. Of course, studying is important. So she's not feeling that much pain and burden when somebody is not studying. But she's feeling the burden when people are doing irreligious activities. And then when somebody does irreligious activities, then they become the burden of the land. They become dharti ka boj, which they say in Hindi. So, of course, Krishna is the one who comes to remove that burden, because Mother Earth is also devotee of the Lord, and Lord is very merciful on the devotees. So if a devotee is suffering, so Lord becomes very, very, active, and he has to remove the burden of the earth. So that is how we see how Krishna appeared. We all know that story, when Mother Earth takes the form of a cow and goes to Brahmaji, and Brahmaji, along with all the devatas, they pray, and then Lord Krishna appears, in the months or days to come. So that is how was the appearance of the Lord. But here the point is that, Lord, when Lord comes, he doesn't come only to remove the burden of the land. See, for Lord, do you think it is difficult for Krishna to remove the burden of the earth? He can do it from there only. He can just think of, destroying the demons sitting in Goloka, and they are finished. But he does not do that. He comes down to this material world. Material world is a place which is compared to toilet, compared to prison, compared to place of garbage. And Krishna comes here in this place of garbage. So he doesn't come only to destroy the demons. It is very easy for him. He can destroy them in a second. But he does come here for a particular purpose. And that purpose is, he wants his devotees to become very happy. He wants to, come in a situation when the suspense is ready, and then in the climax, Krishna comes and he does some wonderful task which make his devotees very, very happy. So I'm sure you all know the wonderful task Krishna has performed to make his devotees happy. So we can see from his childhood that the pastimes of stealing butter, the pastime of stealing the clothes of gopis, the pastime of he held these pastimes in Vrindavan along with the gopis and Radharani. So these were the pastimes which made the devotees very happy. The pastimes which Krishna had with Sudama, that made the devotees happy, that made Sudama happy, and they made all the devotees also happy. See, when we see that pastime of Sudama going to Dwarika and thinking if Krishna will recognize me or not, and then to his surprise, Krishna comes and he takes him in the palace, and then he, made him sit on the king's throne, and then he is washing the feet of Sudama. So that kind of activities when Krishna performs, it fills the heart of the devotees with full of happiness. They become full joyful that Krishna is there to protect. When Krishna takes the position of the Sarathi of Arjuna, so that is not only giving joy to Arjuna, but it is giving joy to all the devotees. So that is the point. Krishna comes because he wants to make his devotees happy. And he doesn't come one time, he keeps coming. There are several incarnations. Like in the previous chapters, we have heard about different kind of incarnation, you know. But when we talk about Krishna and his pastimes, they are so melodious. So the point here is that we are trying to understand that Krishna does not come only to destroy the demons, but he comes to give the pleasure to the devotees, to happiness to the devotees. That's the main point. And this is explained in various, Acharya's commentaries. See, when Narsimhadev appeared, what a nice situation, climax, when Hiranyakashipu is about to kill, Prahlad, and he had tried killing Prahlad various times. But see, when he tries to kill Prahlad this time, say, looking at, the pillar, that is your Lord available in this pillar. So it is mentioned that, Prahlad was able to see Narsimhadev inside the pillar. It was that Hiranyakashipu was not able to see. And Prahlad says that, yes, Lord is inside this pillar also. And when Narsimhadev comes, that entire pastime which takes place and how Narsimhadev destroys all these demons, he kills them, he throws them apart here and there. And then the Leela which he performs after destroying the Hiranyakashipu, the way he came out and the way he fulfilled that condition that even Brahmaji's word will not be taken away, and even Hiranyakashipu will be killed. So such combination, such combo pack is provided only by Krishna, no one else. So when we talk about removing the burden of the earth, we see in the when the battle of Kurukshetra took place. Can somebody tell me how many people were killed in the battle of Kurukshetra, and how many days was that battle lasted?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. 18 ಲಕ್ಷ ಅಕ್ಷೋಹಿಣಿ ಸೈನ್ಯ ಸಾಯ್ತು, ಮತ್ತೆ 18 ದಿನ ಯುದ್ಧ ನಡೆಯಿತು. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ.
Hare Krishna. English numbers if you can say.
18 days.
18 Prabhu.
18 days. Yes.
18 ಅಕ್ಷೋಹಿಣಿ ಸೈನ್ಯ.
Yes, perfect. So if we give the number, so the battle lasted for 18 days, and there were 60 crore people who were killed in this Kurukshetra. So see, for Krishna, killing is not a a difficult thing. When we talk about First World War, Second World War, we take all this population together. That battle lasted for years together, but not so many people were killed. But see, Krishna, he assembled all these demons in one side and he destroyed them. So it is important for us also in this age of Kali. I mean, a lesson is learned that sometimes we may think, okay, I am the devotee of the Lord, so it is fine. Or we might think, I'm the devotee. We may not be devotee, but we might be thinking I'm the devotee of the Lord. And we still keep doing nonsense and other stupid activities, or taking the side of those people who are doing these activities. So a very important lesson was learned in the battle of Kurukshetra, in that war of Kurukshetra, where we see great personalities who took the side of Duryodhana were also destroyed. So that is a learning that we have to always be on the side of dharma, and humbly, politely, like Vibhishana, he was requesting his brother not to do irreligious activities. It is going to destroy Ramana. It is going to destroy the entire community of the demons. So that was the teachings of Vibhishana. So we should be like that. Even if we are in the place where we see all the demons are alongside us, so we should humbly leave that place, or we should humbly request them not to take part in that. And we have to be humble always. We cannot go and order somebody. Nobody is going to listen to us. So that is the point. Krishna is coming to destroy the demons, and he is giving the joy and happiness to the devotees. So nowadays there is a lot of talk about Lord Rama was not very powerful because he had to take help from the monkeys to fight the battle with Ravana. So like that they keep there are people who keep making these stupid commentaries. But one very good example I can suggest I can give now, which I heard from the seniors classes in the previous sessions. So one very nice point which I heard in Gauranga Prabhu class was that when to understand that this was a Leela, and it was not that Lord Ram had to take help of these help of this monkey Sena and Sugriva and etc. Lord Ram was only giving the opportunity, the seva opportunity, the service opportunity to all these people who were present that point of time, and he also gave the service opportunity to us. See, today we are sitting and discussing about Lord Ram, and we have been discussing from thousands and thousands of years. So when Lord performs certain activities, So that activities, when they are discussed among the devotees, they are all getting benefited. Lord says, I may not be present in Goloka or Vaikuntha Loka, but where my devotees are assembling together and they're chanting the glories of my name and discussing my pastimes, so I am present there. So see, when Lord performs such pastimes, we get the opportunity to discuss those pastimes, and by that, how much benefit we are getting. So those people who are making fun of Lord Ram and Lord Krishna, they are also getting benefited because they're taking the name of Lord Ram or Krishna. In this age of Kali, taking one-time name of Lord and Ram and Krishna, it is very, very rare. Not many people can take it. So even they get benefited. But as a devotee, it is our duty to protect such, protect our, if somebody is defaming the Lord or devotees, we should not be humble at that point of time. We should either leave that place or we should be so much, sound with the Shastras that we can give the logical explanation and defeat their arguments. We should not allow them to defame our Lord or devotees or Vaishnavas. So one very good example we can give here is that, when this Shiv Dhanush pastime took place, we see that Ravana, he was so powerful, he was present there. There were many kings who were present there and they were trying hard, but they could not even move Shiv Dhanush in the Sita Swayamvar. But when we see Lord Ram comes, he offers obeisances, prayer, and then he very easily picks up the Shiv Dhanush very easily. And not only Lord Ram, you see Mother Sita also, when she was doing her household, work before marriage, she used to easily pick up the Shiv Dhanush from the left hand and place it on the other table, clean the table and put it back again. So it was very easy for her to place the Shiv Dhanush. But see, these people, Ravana, all other kings, they were trying hard, but they were not able to pick up the Shiv Dhanush. So what is the conclusion here? Who is powerful? Mother Sita is powerful or Ravana is powerful? If Ravana could not lift the Shiv Dhanush by two hands and Sita Devi can pick up Shiv Dhanush just by one hand, so the conclusion is that she is more powerful than Ravana. And Ravana, when he came to kidnap Mother Sita, do you think it was difficult for her to just twist the arms of Ravana and throw him apart? She could have done it very easily. But see, that was the pastime. So these are the points we can mention to people. But the point is that we can only mention when we read the Shastras or when we hear the classes which are given by the devotees. Otherwise, we will think, oh, I think what they're saying is right. Okay. And we will become very, very, inferior in our thinking and prayers, and our faith will be destroyed. So it should be very, very firm. And that happens when we take the association of the devotees. We keep hearing so many wonderful points. So with this, I would I would just conclude the learnings which we have done in this particular shloka. So one thing is that, Lord comes not only to remove the burden, but he comes to make the devotees happy. And that is why he performs such wonderful tasks. And he does not perform small gimmicks like, taking shivling out of the mouth, or, throwing some, generating some dhuli, or, creating some gulab jamun, or walking on the water, walking on the fire. All these things he doesn't do, because all those tasks we can just pay some amount and we can get that gulab jamun or apple, or, walking on the river is not required. We can go in a boat. Easily we can do all those things. So Krishna does not do all the small gimmicks. But Krishna does some wonderful tasks, like he lifted Govardhana from the tip of his left finger, smallest finger, tiny, and he was very easily able to pick Govardhan. And when he picked the Govardhan, so that point of time, 7 days and 7 nights, he was very easily, comfortably standing. And not only standing, he was playing flute from the other hand. And the devotees who were there, they were dancing, standing under the Govardhan. And they were not feeling the hunger or thirst for the 7 days and 7 nights. So see, such beautiful pastimes, such wonderful pastimes are the pastimes which were performed by Lord Krishna. Even Lord Ram, we see, when he was praying to the ocean to give the way, ocean was not giving the way for 3 days. But when Lord Ram became angry and he just raised his eyebrows like this, there was immense amount of heat which was generated. And because of that, the living entities of the ocean, they started coming out and they started feeling panic. And then the ocean comes out and, seeks forgiveness. So we cannot do that. No, you can try raising your eyebrows, raising your hand, whatever. it will not happen. But see, when Lord comes, these wonderful pastimes happens, and that is what gives choice to the devotee. And one more point Prabhupada is mentioning here, that we think that Krishna is partial towards the devotees, but it is not like that. He gives opportunities to everybody, anybody and everybody who wants to surrender to Krishna and move towards Krishna. Krishna becomes very happy. Prabhupada says that because we do not want to go towards Krishna, so Krishna is very silent. He knows that this fellow, he doesn't want to come to me. He has got no interest. He wants to get some more beatings in the material worlds. He wants to suffer some more time in this bhautik jagat. So let him enjoy some more time. Let him. So he becomes very silent. But the same person, when he prays to Krishna that I want to understand Athato Brahma Jignasa, who am I and what is my connection with the Lord, who is Krishna, and how do I understand Krishna? So Krishna becomes very active. That is what Prabhupada is saying. So Krishna is not partial, but yes, he has got some soft corner for the devotees. And like Prabhupada is mentioning, Krishna is like a loving father. And in our family also, we see if out of our children, the children who is most dependent on us becomes most dear to us. Even though the father is caring, he is doing everything. All the facilities are provided to all the children, but the child who is very, very dependent and who is very, very obedient for the parents, so the parents become very, very caring for that child, because the child was very, very obedient. Whatever parents were saying, he was doing. Studying, so he was studying. Chanting, so he was chanting. Playing mridanga, so he was playing mridanga. Discussing pastimes, so he's discussing pastimes. So that child, even the parents will be more favorable. But it doesn't mean they will not take care for the other children. So in the same manner, Lord is also taking care of the demons also. You see that they are eating. Krishna says in 15th chapter that fire which is there, which is digesting whatever you are eating, it is me. Krishna is saying, I am the taste of water. Krishna is providing oxygen to the demons also. So when the demons are fighting with Krishna, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, so that strength, even Krishna is only giving that strength. So see, that's the thing. So Krishna is not partial towards the devotees, but yes, he does have a soft corner towards the devotees, because that's the way we can buy Krishna. You cannot buy Krishna by order, but you cannot buy Krishna by performing particular tapasya. No. When we Amarendra Prabhu says that when we are sincerely serving the Lord, whatever seva is given to us, we are happily doing it. It is all the services are giving same kind of benefits. Somebody who's doing the pujari seva in the temple and somebody who's doing the chappal seva in the temple, they both can get the same benefit. That is what is the conclusion. So all the services are important. Whatever services come to us, happily, if we are able to do that, and we are able to respect the devotees from our heart and pray for everybody, so we become very dear to Krishna, and Krishna becomes he sells himself for that devotee. And that is what we see. There is always a competition between the devotees and Krishna. So devotees are in a competition to serve the Lord, and Krishna is so competition between the devotee and Krishna. So devotee is trying to serve the Lord, and Lord is trying to serve the devotee. So that is the beautiful competition which is going on. So if we participate in such wonderful services and take care of our sadhana and associate with the Vaishnavas, then we can understand these things, these secrets, which is called Raj Vidya Rajagruham. Otherwise, these things will be right in front of our eyes, and we will not know, and we will miss such golden chance of the human life. So it is 6:40 now. I will give a pause here. If you have any questions or any comments, you can make it. If I have committed any mistakes, so please forgive me. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.